when I go back to edit. I need to film a voiceover for this video that I'm doing so that you guys have a little bit more context to what's going on. We had decided that we wanted to renovate our bathroom. 2019 or 2020 was when we wanted to do that, and then COVID hit. We had saved up all the money for it and then had decided, okay, it's not the right time. Vaccines weren't out yet. We felt like it would be unsafe to have people in the house at that time. So we decided to wait and get it done in 2020, and then in December of, or sorry, did I say 2020? I meant 2021. In December of 2020, I found out that I was pregnant. As I progressively got more and more pregnant, we decided, okay, we're vaccinated now. I think it's time to get the bathroom renovation started. It was quite the process. I'm going to show you guys step by step. This is our bathroom that we are getting remodeled starting on Tuesday, so we'll have to clear that out. Funny because we're clearing out the bathroom, and when you take a look at everything that I'm pulling out of the cabinets, there's like tampons, pads, so many pregnancy tests, masks. Those masks were old before anything even happened with COVID. And then if any of you have gone through trying to get pregnant, you just buy a ton of pregnancy tests. That's why there's so many on the counter. I'm sure there's ovulation tests in there too. Glass of water to stay hydrated, hydrate or dihydrate. Going through hair accessories, a ton of dental supplies. We just had so many things in these cabinets. A little blurry moment. That'll go away in a second. So pregnancy test there. Let's see, yeah. And in these cabinets we had our medicine, we had shampoo and stuff for Bruce. We had like a ton of stuff in these cabinets. So it took me quite a while to go through everything, and there was a lot of stuff that was expired. So what we ended up doing is moving everything into Ellie's room. So that was the only room that we weren't really occupying at the time. I'm dumping these are old vitamins. I'm dumping them into a big gallon-sized bag because I want to recycle the bottles, and then I need to find a way to get rid of the vitamins and supplements, because you're not supposed to just throw them. Obviously you're not supposed to like flush them down the toilet, but you're also not supposed to just throw them in the garbage. So I think there's places you can take them. Going through and getting all of this stuff taken care of, getting everything cleared out, and then the finished product you guys will see in a minute. This is our bathroom. Completely gutted. Everything is out. This is all the water damage. It's very dark and boring now, and it's going to be very nice when the remodel is done. They just did complete demo. So they ripped out everything that was in there. The tub is still there. They're gonna get that out. I just took a short video on my phone, so that's what you guys are seeing now. So that's day one. Crazy looking back at this footage. Okay, yesterday was demo day. They took out everything. It is absolutely completely gutted in here. I'm not really seeing like a huge difference in between. Oh, it's the new tub. They put the new tub in that day. And I think this was a short week. There was a holiday on Monday, so they started work on Tuesday. So that was just a short week of them getting everything started. Okay, so we are starting the second week. Looks like the same progress as last week, but our tub went in. They set up the niche in the wall. They did a lot of pipe work, and this is what we're looking at. So I think they're gonna start on the tile this week. There was a snafu with the shower that I ordered. So let's talk about that. The shower that I originally ordered is this. It is a rainfall shower. There's the knob for hot and cold, and then there's a handheld. The problem is it didn't come with a tub fill. So it didn't come with a tub faucet, and I did not realize this until the contractors pointed it out. And I literally said, I've made a grave mistake. So I had to order a new one that is coming on June 11th. Today's June 7th. So that's gonna be coming in a couple of days. Very stressful. I felt so bad. I apologized so many times. Oops, sorry, Moose. I bumped your booty. This is the tile that we're going with. And this is how we want our tile laid out. So not like, I don't know, how tile usually is, kind of staggered, like a brick pattern. I want it equal, like this. And luckily we want really light grout because he said the likelihood of making these exactly equal is going to be really difficult. So if you have a dark grout, it's more obvious if there's any imperfections. And then this is the rest of our stuff. I wonder if this theirs? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. This is the floor tile, and this is everything else. This is all the materials that they got. Yeah, that's our old toilet hanging out, but that's where we're at. All right, so I start losing track of time eventually. So what I can see here is it looks like they are getting ready to do the tile. Looks like they did the niche in the tub. They removed the vent so that it's not gonna be sticking up out of the ground under the vanity. It's in the floor, and they added, I think it's called backer board, so that they can start the tile work, but that's pretty much it for that day. So I forgot to do an update over the weekend, but tile was set last week. There's just a couple of places that he is going to need to have to redo, one of which is right here. It's not as obvious when you're far away, but my eyes do get drawn to it. It's Domino's box. So I would like him to fix it. Everywhere else looks really good. There's a couple of places where the spacing is a little off as well, but if it's gonna be hidden by like a bath mat or the vanity or something, like obviously this section is wonky. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna have him fix it. It's not worth it. He also installed the shower, so that is good to go. And he is putting up this backer board for the tile. So this is where we're at so far. Progress is a little slow, but that's all right. All right, this is the progress today. We have shower tile going in. He framed it out, and he will just be finishing the shower tile today. I'm very excited to see how it looks. Almost done, hopefully. And this is the progress that they made. The tile in the niche and the tile on the wall. You can tell that at a certain point I just get tired of the renovation process. I have to remember too that I did this during my 3rd trimester, so I was getting to the end of my pregnancy. I was really anxious the baby was gonna come early, and I was worried that our bathroom would be unfinished, and I really did not want them to have to finish the bathroom with a brand new baby in the house. So I was just super anxious at this point, and I just really wanted to be done. In progress, honestly, was a little bit slower than I had anticipated. You can hear it in my voice. I feel like I'm just getting really tired of the process. The wall tile for the shower, that was something that took several days in order to complete. I was surprised how long it took, but it makes sense because it has to be so just so, I guess is a way of saying it. So that took quite a bit of time, but it came out so great. I really like that the grout lines in the niche matches up to the grout lines of the tile around it. I think that that is a really good touch and just really good quality of work on the tile. Our contractors did a custom vanity vanity for us. And the reason why is that we were really particular about our vanity. We really wanted it to look like a piece of furniture in the room. So they did some really excellent craftsmanship on the vanity. This is kind of the framework of what it looks like. There is a whole ordeal with this light fixture. You can see that they're starting to put it in up top. So my concern is that it wasn't centered to where the vanity is. We shifted the vanity because it was on legs, so you could easily shift it a little bit back and forth. I didn't want it to be exactly flush with the wall. I wanted it a couple of inches off the wall, so that was something to account for. And then when I was taking a look at it, if you recall, the mirror that was there before was this huge mirror. It almost was the full length of the wall. What I had intended was to reuse that mirror and then have the contractors add a frame around it, just so we could reuse it and not waste it, because it's a big decent sized mirror. Our house was built in the 60s, and the guy that owned this house previous to us had it for 25 years. But God, where was I going with that? Oh, so he had like tabs that screwed the mirror to the wall. So we were able to reuse the mirror. But the problem is, when you take a look at this, where that lighting, the vanity lighting is supposed to go, it's too short on the wall. The mirror is huge. It would not fit in between the vanity and the light fixture. And the contractors had to move the light fixture up. That was just something that I gave them the heads up on. They had to redo the work. Silly mistake kind of thing, but it happens. So they moved it up for us. Okay, so this is where we're at. Hopefully this is going to be the last day. Work went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. It ended up being quite a bit longer than we had anticipated. So we started work on June 2nd, and let me see when we finished it. And it was finished on July 23rd. So originally we had thought that it was going to take 4 or 5 weeks, and it took quite a bit longer. So that was unexpected and a little bit difficult, because at that time I was working from home too. So I was constantly here with contractors, asking questions, answering questions. I would have to like take meetings outside because it was too loud in here. And the bathroom's kind of in the middle of our house, so there's no way to sit in the house and not be able to hear the work on the bathrooms. So at this point, I'm very pregnant. So around the end of July was when we finished. I was due the next month, at the end of the month. And I just remember being very uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm putting everything back together. It was so nice to be able to nest too. Part of the reason why it was frustrating that the work took a little bit longer was because I had such an urge to nest. And then finally being able to put everything away just gave me like a sense of relief to be able to have the bathroom organized again. Yeah, this is the bathroom before. You can see the intense water damage. You guys saw my toilet video before. The water damage was from the wax seal not being secured appropriately. Everything was just so brown. Vinyl or whatever that was on the side of the shower was brown. Cabinets are dark brown. The original toilet was brown, and then this was the one that I had redone. Yeah, brown and beige, very brown and beige. So this is how the bathroom is looking now. We have lived with it for several months. I don't know if doing shelves like this was the smartest idea. I think I could have used this space as another cabinet. I think that would have worked out better. I had intentions of styling this and making it look really cute. I had my baby very soon after this, so it just didn't end up happening. We have a ton of storage though. The cabinets go all the way to the back wall. Took me forever to pick out the color scheme for in here, so I went with olive green for the bath mats. And then this is the shower curtain. I got this off of Etsy, or no, I totally didn't. I got it off of some random website. It took me forever to pick out, but I love how it looks. It's so cool. I like the greens and the pinks. And then Oh my gosh, postpartum, am I right? So this is the tub, and yeah, all the tile work, Domino's litter box, gross, our huge mirror. It all turned out really, really nice. And this vanity is just so good. This little salt lamp in here, because at night when we go to the bathroom when we're up with Ellie, we use this and just turn it on for lighting, which is really nice because we don't want to wake each other up. So that's our bathroom. When you take a look at it in its final glory, it is so nice. Tile came out really, really nice. That hex tile that they did on the floor was such a hassle. Got it from Home Depot, and how they were laid, they come in mats when they're tiny hex tile like that, and the mats from the way they were stacked in the boxes had like little chips on the hex tiles because they had to like cut around the tile that was chipped and like take tile from another mat and piece it in. So it was a huge puzzle that they ended up having to do, but it came out so nice. The only thing now is that, which the contractor warned me, with black tile you can see everything that's on it, and we do have Domino's litter box in the corner. That's why the vanity doesn't go all the way. In the future, if we were to stage the house to sell it, we would put a hamper there. We would take Domino's litter box out just to like make sense of that voided space. Oh, with Domino's litter box being in there, the little pieces of her litter gets stuck in between the grout of the tile. So you can see every speck of litter in that room. So that's not great, but that's okay. The white tile around the shower was amazing. It worked out really, really well with the vanity in the mirror. So I explained that they had to move that light up in order to accommodate the mirror size. And we had so many issues with the people that we got the marble slab for the vanity top. What happened is that the dimensions were off, and we had gone back and forth with this company multiple times to ensure that we had the proper measurements. When we had gone to purchase the marble, the people were arguing with me because I don't know if I even want to go into it. It was so frustrating. They just didn't believe us when we were talking to them about the dimensions. I just asked our contractor, I was like, hey, can you give them a call and talk to them and like walk them through these dimensions? They also had a super long lead time for the vanity top, and they said that they could fit us in earlier, but the definite date that they gave us was like sometime in September, I think. And we were like, I don't know about that. But they wouldn't solidify an earlier date. So they just kept saying like, oh, we'll be able to fit you in. We'll be able to fit you in. So when I told my contractor that, he was like, oh no, we got to make sure to get you a definite like sooner date. So he had talked to the slab, the marble people, over the phone, and then he had to physically go there because he was having issues with them on the phone too. So he had to go there, give them the dimensions, like show them exactly like what we had wanted and what he had told us to relay to them, which is what we had told them before. He was able to get a sooner date for us, so we didn't have to wait till September to get that vanity top. So they show up with the vanity top, but the problem was the dimensions were still wrong. That back splash is actually 2 inches, I think, taller than it should have been. Even though we had moved the lighting fixture up to accommodate the mirror, now the backsplash was 2 inches bigger than it should have been. All of this hassle was just completely ridiculous, and what our contractor did is they purchased a new mirror glass and then did a frame around it and called it a day. All that to say, the vanity came out exactly like we had wanted. Yeah, it's like so light and bright in there because there's no window in here. Our house is pretty dark, but it's nice being able to have this space and that mirror is so big it makes the room look a lot bigger. And just the craftsmanship on that custom vanity and the cabinets, it looks so beautiful, so well put together. It's all walnut wood and it all matches each other. You can tell that the contractors really care a lot about the craftsmanship of like the custom stuff that they do. The floating shelves and that cabinet they are very deep. They go all the way to the back of the wall. So I'm able to fit a ton of stuff in there. So yeah, we are very happy with how it turned out. We are gonna have the same contractors do our master bathroom. So I'm really excited for them to work on that. We don't know when we're going to do it. We had intended on completing it after this bathroom so that both bathrooms would be completely done by the time Ellie was here. But just because this bathroom ended up taking longer than we had anticipated and I was getting so close to my due date, and I had the inkling that she was gonna come early, she did end up coming a week early. I'm really glad that we waited. We have everything. We can do it when we want to do it, so we might as well just do it when it makes the most sense for us. There were some other little things that happened, but overall we're super happy with the final product, and the people that we worked with were so nice. Even though I was really stressed and exhausted at the end of my pregnancy, they were really good to work with, so I'm glad that we ended up going with them. But that's our new bathroom. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. This footage is so old and I'm just getting around to editing it and then adding this part so you guys have some context. Being a new mom is very busy and crazy, so I haven't been able to. I don't even remember how I used to sign off my videos, but I was kind of getting into a groove where I was saying the same things. I think that that's more realistic, just to show you like this is how it goes. I am going to close out this video. I hope you guys are safe and healthy, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself and the people you care about. I'm going to close out this video. I hope that you guys are safe. I hope that you're healthy. I hope that you're taking care of yourself and the people that you care about. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. I'll do more update videos about that too. That's a whole ordeal. You know what I mean. Okay, bye.